Well, hello everybody. I'm back again. That was embarrassing if you just caught the last video. So I forgot one of the main things that I needed, so I had to run and get it. So this is take two. Happy Saturday. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com. And I'm bringing you a two for today. Two projects featuring the Prized Peony stamp set and the Peony Garden paper. The paper is retiring, the stamp set is not. So luckily we're going to still have this gorgeous stamp set in the new catalog, but the paper is going and it is absolutely gorgeous. So if you haven't gotten yours, you need to hurry up and jump online to my stampingwithlisa.com website and hit the shopping cart or the shop now button and make sure you get yours because it is so beautiful. So let me get my computer going, see if anybody's watching. Hopefully nobody saw the last one. I love it when I just goof up and forget to bring the stuff that I need. I thought I had everything ready to go and then I didn't. And here we go, we're crooked again. Let's see what we can do. Okay, let me straighten out this. Hopefully that's straighter. I don't know why it is straight on my table. I don't get it. Let me see. I gotta wait for the screen to catch up with me. All right. That's really crooked now. Oh my gosh, this is just a great day. I don't understand why it's crooked. Let me see. I need somebody here who's like an expert in filming to help me with this. Okay, so this is what we're making. Hopefully you're not dizzy now watching this screen. Oh my gosh, this is hysterical. Okay. Let's see if we have got it by now. All right, this is the notebook we're making. It's featuring that peony set, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then inside I covered the little piece that you have on those notebooks. And I'm going to show you how to make that. We're also doing the pizza box, and it's just got some M&Ms inside. And these are really cute little gifts. I made these in my class last week, and I'm also going to take these to work and give them to my coworkers on Monday. So they're going to get to enjoy these. So I'm going to do a two for today, two videos, two projects. I mean, one video, two projects. So let's get started. And here's what you need. So if you don't have the Prized Peony stamp set, you will need that, and also the paper that goes with it. And I'm using the textured tiles, or tin tile embossing folder, which I think this might be retiring. I can't remember if it is or not. I think it is. But if you don't have it, you better get it now because it might be retiring. And then we're also using the notepads. So you can get these notepads anywhere. I got these 12 for, I don't know, $6 or something at Office Max or Office Depot. You can get them at Sam's or any office supply store. So you need that. And then you also need these paper products. Whoops, everything's falling on me. So we need a piece of Pretty Peacock. This is also retiring. This is 10 1/4 by 8, and I scored it at 5 5 1/4. And we've got Basic Gray, 4 1/4 by 5. I've already embossed that with the tin tile. I've got a piece of 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 Smoky Slate and 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 white. A piece of 2 by 1 white, and then 3 pieces of the Peony Garden paper. So one is 5 by 2, one is 5 by 1 1/2, and one is 5 by 1. So hopefully everything is on the screen so you can see it all. And then you can take a screenshot if you want to. And then we will get started. All right, so I'm going to take all these off. And first thing we're going to do is stamp on the white pieces. So the big white piece is going to go first. And on this one, we're just gonna do, I'm gonna put a piece of scrap paper under here so I don't mess up my paper. So we're gonna do the flower on here. And this is the big flower that comes in that stamp set. And it is easier when you have a big stamp to ink it up like this, just upside down. And then I'm just gonna do it so that the stem is in the bottom right corner, and it fits just perfect that way. And give it a good press. And there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful. Then we're going to take our words and we're going to stamp those on the little piece. This is the 1x2 piece. And hopefully I can get this straight without putting my head right on top. Oh, that came out really good. Okay, perfect. I need to have another piece of scrap paper just to tap everything off on. And then we've also got this little teeny stamp. You can hardly see it. I'm going to use that as a background on my big piece right here. So I'm just going to stamp that all over here. Hey, Sharon. And you can't really see it that well, but it just adds a, I'll hold it up to the camera in just a second. It adds a nice little background on here. I can hardly see it because the light is in my eyes, but it looks pretty when you got it all together. All right, so there you go. So you can kind of see it on there. It's just little like tile looking stuff. So then we're gonna do some sponging. Oops, I still need this ink pad, so let me keep that open for a minute and tap off this one so I can put it in my box. All right, so now we're gonna do some sponging. So I'm gonna be sponging everything that is not colored yet. So, and I've just lost my blending brush. Where did it go? Oh no, I know I had it a minute ago. Hold on. It was right here. Oh, it fell on the floor. Okay, hold on. Oh, gotta bend over. I'm too old to do that. I did more working in the yard yesterday, so I'm sore again today. All right, so we're just going to lightly sponge everything. So when you have a dark color, make sure you tap it off. And then we're just going to sponge the flower and kind of all over the whole paper, but you want the flower to be the highlight, so that's going to be really the darkest part. So there you go, no coloring involved. And then I've also got the words. And there's just enough ink still on there. And then we're going to color all these little pieces of the designer paper. And this color is one of my favorite colors, so I hope they do bring it back. It's retiring this year. It's the Pretty Peacock, and it's absolutely beautiful. This one and the Seaside Spray are both retiring, and they're two of my favorite colors. I'm definitely a blue and purple and pink girl. Those are my favorite colors. All right, so the blending brushes just are so pretty, and they really give you just that soft color. So you can take any of these papers that are black and white or gray and white and just color them without hardly doing anything. All right, so that's it for the coloring. Then we're gonna put it together. So I'm gonna start with the notepad, and you can do this to any notepad you have. Take just this piece, it's 2x5, and what I'm gonna do is put some glue on here. And I'm using my green glue and just putting it right on here. And then I'm going to put this down right on top and line it up and hold it just for a minute and let it set. And then after it's on there, I'm going to flip it over, put some on the other side, and just kind of fold it up and over. And I'm going to crease it kind of as I go. So I'm going to take my 2 fingers here, and I'm just going to press them together right along the edge, and that'll crease it. And I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. But I just have to hold it for a minute. And then flip it over and do the same thing here. So then it'll give it a really nice crease there. Then we're going to glue it into our piece. This is the one that was 10 1/4 by 8, and I scored it at 5 and 5 1/2, and we're going to put glue all over the back of that. and then put it in here. And I always like to stand it up when I do it. And that kind of makes it so it's even with the bottom. And I've cut it so it fits exactly perfect. And then just hold that for a minute and let it sit there. I love this glue because it really, really holds well. All right, so there's that part. And then we're going to do the front. So this is already together. We just have to glue those two together. And put that on your gray. And then we're going to do the two pieces that I sponged with the blended, I don't know if you call it sponging or blending. So this piece goes long ways, and I've got the shorter one at the top. So I'm going to flip this over and put a little bit of glue right here just to hold that down. And make sure it's straight. And give it a good press for a second. Double check on the front. Yep, it looks good to me. And then just hold that for a minute and let it stick. And then turn it around, do the same thing down here. Put another little bit of glue on the bottom edge. Flip it over. And I don't know if there's really a right or wrong side to that. The flowers go all the directions, so I don't think it really matters if it's one way or the other. Let me see if this is straight. Nope, it is not. It is totally crooked. So let's straighten that out. Okay. All right, so that looks good. I'm just gonna let it sit for just a minute. Make sure it's really good and stuck. And then I am gonna put glue all over the whole back. Thank you, Sharon. I guess everybody's out enjoying this beautiful weather today, which is where I'm going. As soon as I finish this video, I'm gonna go work in the yard and maybe sit in the sun for just a little bit because it is so gorgeous out. All right, so this kind of goes centered right on the front, and let that set for just a minute. This part right here, I'm going to put on with dimensionals. So I'm going to grab some of those and put on the back. And probably, I would say 5 is a good number. 1 in each corner and 1 in the center. And pop those off. I did all these projects in class this week. I had a gift idea class, and we did 5 projects. The ones I'm showing you today are 2 of them. And I showed 2 yesterday and did the video, a how-to video on 1. And I'm going to try to do the other one maybe tomorrow or Monday if I can get time. And put 2 dimensionals on the back of this one. Then we got to put a little bit of bling on here. Probably should get this paper out of the way on the back because that's looking bad. So you won't see all my mess on there. And then just center this at the bottom. And then we're going to put some bling on here. So I've got some rhinestones, and these are some of the bigger ones. I think they're the medium size. And just put them on all over. And there you go. So this is a really, really pretty notepad to give to somebody, and I think anybody you give it to would love it. And then they can just use it for whatever. It's all glued down. The pieces will rip right there underneath where you've put that pretty top right here. You could put them a note inside and, you know, saying happy birthday or whatever you want to say to them. But I think that's just such a cute little project. Thanks, Susan. Hey. All right, so that's the first one. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, you can. And then we're going to do the second project for today for our 2 for video. And now we're going to do that one, which is the pizza box. And these are retiring. So if you don't have these, I think we still have some in stock. You can place an order. Always, you can order from me if you would like. I would love to have you as a customer, and I'll always send you a gift. Inside I put some M&Ms, and I'm going to give these to some of my coworkers on Monday. So if you've never done the pizza box, it's super easy. It looks like this. So it's already scored and everything for you. One side shiny in case you want to put food inside, like cookies or something. And that's the inside. The outside is the flat side. Here are the, oops, I got two of them. Here's the dimensions for the paper. So you need 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 gray granite, 3 by 3 of Peony Garden, 2 1/2 circle of petal pink, 2 1/4 circle of white, and then you need 4 pieces of this designer paper, and this is also the Peony Garden, so 4 of those, and that's it, and then the pizza box. So I'm going to show you how to fold it up after you take a picture of that. And first thing you want to do is score all the lines on your pizza box. So it comes like this, already scored for you, and then you just kind of fold everything ahead of time so that it'll go together really easily. Because if you don't, it's not going to go together as easy as it should. Okay, so everything is nice and scored now. So you start with the end that has the hole. So that is the front. And you're going to put these 2 edges in. And there's little notches right here, right there. I don't know if you can see them. And it just folds around and goes into those notches like that. And then this part, the lid, I always just fold these 2 pieces in, and then these 2 go inside. So it's just like a Domino's or, you know, whatever pizza place you go to, pizza box, and they fold inside. So there's your box. No tape or anything. You don't need any kind of adhesive. And then what we're going to do is sponge. I'm gonna get my scrap paper back out. We're gonna use the blending brush and sponge on here. Hey, Debbie. I know, this is beautiful designer paper. And just go around the edge. You only have to do the edge because the center will be covered with the circle. So I'm just gonna go around the edge with the green. This is soft sea foam. And it's a really pretty light, really light color. So just do the edge with that. Then we're going to stamp our flower on the small circle. And I don't really need any scrap paper anymore. So we're using gray granite. And I'm just going to stamp the flower. This is also in that Prized Peony stamp set. Ink it up. And normally I do this stamp first, then punch. But since I'm using a clear block, you can pretty much see exactly where it's going to go. And I always trim my stamps so that they're right up against the stamp, so I don't have all the extra stuff, so I can pretty much see exactly where it's going to go. All right, we're going to let that dry for just a sec, and then we're going to color it. So let's go ahead and put this together and get, oh, I just put my fingers right in there. And we're going to glue this together. And I love my green glue because I just think it holds. I don't have anything falling apart. I was going through a bunch of old cards from years ago, and half of them are falling apart because I had used a different adhesive, but nothing falls apart with this. And this gets glued straight down on the top. And it does have a right way, so make sure you check and don't put it upside down. But this is a super really quick and easy gift to give to somebody. So now that I've had class, I had 3 classes, and now I'm making well, I made the sample, so that was 4, and this will be 5. So now I've got 5 already made, and I've got 8 coworkers in my front area of the office. So I just have to make a couple more, and I'll be all ready to take them to work on Monday. I'm going to put these on with the green glue too, the little strips, and you have 1 for each side. And you could really put anything you want into them. I'm just putting some M&Ms because they're just easy. If you want to bake some cookies or, you know, make some homemade candy or whatever you want, you can put in there. Or a piece of jewelry or money. I mean, it would fit almost anything. Or a little note card. You can do that too. That would work. So it's a cute little box. I'm really kind of sad they're taking it away because I think these are so adorable. I'm really sad about a lot of things retiring this year. I think this year I lost more than I have ever lost before in products. So my sale baskets are overflowing at my house for my retirement sale. It's taken up like my whole living room almost. So hopefully I'm going to post that in a couple days and have a bunch of people come buy it all. So I can make room for some new stuff. All right, are any of you guys going to do anything fun today? Like go out in the sunshine? It's so beautiful. I can't wait to get out there. All right, so I'm using the light and dark petal pink. This is the light one. I'm just going to color the whole thing in light. And I always use the side of the marker if possible so you don't mess up your tip. So basically just go over the whole entire thing. If you leave some white spots, that's totally fine because it looks good like that. Then take the dark one. This is dark petal pink. And just go over where you see these little lines, where you see some gray areas. Just put some little marks and color the center too. But you're just going to highlight some of where these darker areas are. And that'll just give it a little splash of color. And make it look really pretty and authentic. You know, you don't want to put it, you don't want to color it like too much because then it'll look fake. But I think this just highlights some of those darker areas, and I just think it gives it really, really pretty effect. So that's the flower colored. Then we're going to glue that down to our petal pink circle. And again, this was 2.5 and 2 1/4, and the circles are retiring too. So if you have those punches, they're retiring. I'm going to keep using mine because I love the circle punches. We have circle dies too, but the punches are just easy to have on the table with you. So I like to have those handy. All right, and then get a couple dimensionals. Put those on. I think I've been talking a mile a minute. Hey, Debbie. I think I've been talking a mile a minute through this video. Trying to get it done quick so I can go lay out in the sun and work in my yard. But I wanted to get these projects done before they're gone. All right, so there we go. Totally simple. And then you can put your candy inside. And I've got just 2 of these fun size M&Ms and put them in. You could fit probably 2 more, but I'm just going to give everybody 2 packs. So there's our 2 projects for today. I hope you love them. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Darn it. I forgot to put the ribbon on this one. Oh, well. That's okay. It was supposed to have ribbon on there, but I totally forgot the ribbon. So we're just going to have to skip that part. I don't even know where I put the ribbon. All right. So if you do the ribbon, if you make it and do the ribbon, I just wrapped it around this piece right here, the gray and this piece before I glued it down. So, well, we're going to have to figure out something because now mine looks naked. All right. But it's still beautiful. That's the one without the ribbon and that's with the ribbon. So they're both beautiful. But that's it for today. If you want to order anything you saw here, just go right here to my stamp site, my website, stampingwithlisa.com. That's the host code. Make sure you double check for my name on there. Thank you guys for joining me on this beautiful day and taking some time out of your schedule to come watch me. And I hope you loved this video. Please leave a comment for me. Let me know what you think. And you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to try and be back tomorrow for another video. And you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Bye-bye.